Hello and welcome back, everyone, to La-Mulana 2 on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, I think we're finally done being lost in Immortal Battlefield, because we're going to do, well, the Immortal Battlefield boss at the end of the part, but we're going to do a little bit more exploring around both Immortal Battlefield and specifically Icefire Treetop, so that we can finally unlock the boss of Immortal Battlefield.
Lost in a battlefield.
Ah, yes, we have returned to Icefire Treetop and Muspelheim.
Heh, it's an octopus with a head.
Alright, thanks to us having the ice cave, we now can traverse through the lava portions of Icefire Treetop slightly more safely.
Slightly, yes.
And because we now have the silver shield, we can also deal with enemies that have projectile attacks, like this skeleton.
The bone shield.
Thanks to the grapple claw, we can actually scale the vertical ice platforms that we have to. And actually, we can't go down there yet because we still don't actually have the anchor.
So right now, the games that La-Mulana 2 reminds me of thematically is like Paper Mario combined with Mega Man combined with Sonic the Hedgehog. I dare you to try and tell me that I'm wrong.
I don't really see the Sonic the Hedgehog influence, to be perfectly honest.
Well, 2D side-scroller and rockin' good rock music. Hence the similarity to Mega Man.
Mega Man definitely. I will give you Mega Man, especially when it comes to mini bosses, but not so much Sonic, because Sonic's area guardians tend to be a bit easier than the area guardians that we end up fighting.
Oh, you got that right. I mean, the area guardians in Sonic the Hedgehog games have like between 6 and 10 units of health, where a unit of health is just the number of times that Sonic has to jump on their head. But then Paper Mario, well, you're going to be seeing all kinds of goofy, funny characters who will inflict 1 point of damage depending on the type of turnstile attack that they do.
Alright, so what we're trying to do here is get over to that life sigil. Ow. There, we have successfully gotten that life sigil, and by successfully getting that life sigil, we move the statue down so that we can actually go over to the other side of the room. Careful here, it doesn't look like it, but this is another tightrope area.
Yes, very, very subtle, the thinness of the tightrope platform. Very subtle.
There we go. All right, now with both of those dealt with, we can go over here, over to this tightrope area, and talk to Modgood.
I am the Lost Paladin. No, seriously, I am lost. Can you get me a telephone? I need to call somebody.
So Modgood tells us that the best way for us to get into the underworld specifically is by killing the terrible bird Vidfolnir. He is wrong, but it's okay that he's wrong because he is working on very partial knowledge.
I like the way their hair dangles down while they're hopping on the ceiling.
Yay, the fairy guild pass. Now we can actually go and attempt to purchase some of the fairies. We've only found the one so far, but we actually do have access to 2 of the fairies at the moment.
Fairy in a bottle?
No, we never get a fairy in a bottle.
Because those are the best kinds of fairies, because then you determine when you can when you want the fairy out of the bottle.
And so, we have finally made it to this fucking room. This is the room that I was referring to earlier that we spent an entire part being too lost in order to get. And there are 2 things that we need in here. We need to destroy this wall so that we can go over to here. And this is Yes, this is the moon altar, and in order to interact with the moon altar, we need to chant sun at the moon altar so that the moon mantra appears.
Ooh.
Also, we got a chakram. Yay.
I think we just killed that eyeball in the ceiling. It turned upward.
Yay, we got the moon mantra.
And I swear by the moon
and the sun mantra, guys. We'll use them. Alright, so you may notice that there is an odd statue in the top left corner of the screen. We need to go and stab it. Thankfully, we acquired the acquired the rapier a couple parts ago, so that we could go and stab it and acquire the dinosaur figure. By acquiring the dinosaur figure, we can now go talk to the leader of the Lokopola, Indra, in order to summon the actual grail point for the Immortal Battlefield boss.
That is a sarcophagus. It does not speak.
It does not, but it is holding the NPC Alvis in it. Alvis would be extremely important to us if we were attempting to fully complete the game, as he has got the translations from all of the mantras into what else they end up saying. Because yes, the mantras need to, well, not need to be translated once you understand what they are, but they can be translated in order to solve other puzzles throughout the ruins.
See something strange? Try hitting it.
Let me think. Was that actually a hint in Legend of Zelda 1? I don't think so.
No, Legend of Zelda says if the wall sounds funny, try blowing it up.
Welcome to the altar,
Indra.
Hey,
Ooh,
Indra.
Now we got some parallax scrolling going on.
Yes. By flooding the base of the Immortal Battlefield, we have moved the mural for Jourmangand over to its spawning point. And by talking to Indra specifically summons the guardian, the Ankh pedestal, for us to actually go and fight Jourmangand.
It really is amazing how many times we go over the same areas, but because of the nature of our current imperative, that they usually feel different to go through each time.
Only a little bit, to be perfectly honest. It's one of the smaller problems that La-Mulana 2 ends up having. The first 4 to 6 areas are actually much more linear than they are intended to be. And because of that, you pretty much have to take down the first 4 bosses in the same order, regardless of how you want to. After we take down Jourmangand, then the game truly opens up because of the item that we're going to get from him.
Time for boss?
Yes. Welcome to Jourmangand. Quickly, go and use the project key to start Jourmangand. I hope you like Mad Max.
Head out on the highway, looking for adventure.
To be perfectly honest, this is closer to Tron than Mad Max, but All right, so the pattern.
Yeah, you're right.
The pattern for Jourmangand specifically is he's going to fire some projectiles at you. He's going to stop firing projectiles at you, and when he stops firing projectiles at you, he's going to lean forward slightly in order to start dashing at you. The easiest way for anyone to actually deal with Jourmangand specifically is lean on your Earth Spears. You definitely have them at this point, and they are actually the best weapon to use against Jourmangand. Because how the fuck are you supposed to actually deal melee damage to Jourmangand? I honestly don't know. I think the rapier, if you jump appropriately while he's in front of you, can actually deal damage to him, but that invites taking contact damage, and I don't want to do that. So here, have Earth Spears.
That fairy opens up a lot of combat options, especially melee, because you can take the hits. Like, we had fairy for the first 60 seconds of his boss fight. That's an eternity for dealing damage for free.
Not free, but close to free.
I mean, like, how much touch damage are we talking? Because if he's only dealing 12 damage on contact and he hits you 3 times, you can recover that back.
You know, with a fairy, sure, but, you know, suppose you don't bring a fairy into this fight.
Well, so then you run into the other side of that same coin is that you're not practicing your evasion, you're just trying to get the hits in. Although, by getting the early hits in while you have fairy, it reduces his health bar, which means that by the time you're, you know, just getting up to speed on how to block this guy or just avoid the hits, he doesn't have a lot of health left. So you can even overextend a little bit. Born to be wailed.
And got him! But, much like Pulling in the first game, now we have
He's
to...
not done yet.
Well, he is done, but we have to actually avoid his vehicle exploding at us.
He just stepped off the motorcycle like, oh, fuck this.
And so Jourmangand has been bested.
Nice.
Game. Thank you.
Don't jump while riding a unicycle?
It's technically a minecart, but boink! Be safe, everybody.